turn that off. That's YouTube. It's YouTube telling me we're live on our channel. Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, why not?
Is that disgusting?
I think so. Maybe ask.
Is there someone watching on YouTube Live? If you are, can you comment?
No comments yet. And to save his eyes looking at the camera. Yeah, screw Facebook.
Yeah, that went out live.
Oh yeah. This is a lot better, like room-wise. No, we can stand them back here and do like be full size.
Mm.
You don't just fly until someone comes.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Should we turn the music off?
No, we can just, we'll just wait till someone comes.
Okay.
Actually, do you want to change the camera angle?
Sure. So what?
Oh, it's a bit up.
Here?
So the one behind. Yeah, that's good.
Did I just mess it up?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Honey, why am I so wobbly? We see someone in Jitsi, but there's no video.
Yeah, we don't know who it is. It's a mystery person. I'll check my messages. See. Oh, there's 2 people on YouTube Live. Okay. Let's start the class and see what happens.
Sure.
Yeah. It says 2 on YouTube. Did you want to start with your day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you all for sharing your Friday evening with us. We can only see 2 people on YouTube live at the moment, but we'll just keep going. And then if some other people turn up, they turn up. Otherwise, you can jump on the meet.acroyoga.com/acrojam to talk to us, and we'll be able to see you. But let's get started with some yoga. Coming to the top of your spaces, starting with our foundations, spreading evenly through the toes, trying to bring some awareness to an even distribution of weight, left and right. Coming up neutral through the hips, pressing up nice and tall through the crown of the head. And then if it's comfortable for you, I'll invite you to close your eyes, take your palms facing forward, and we'll just take some deep belly breaths, becoming present in this space. Feel free to keep your eyes closed as we inhale, the hands up above the head. And exhale, fold forward, coming into a ragdoll. So bending the knees if that's comfortable for you, and then making any movements that your body's craving. So maybe swaying from side to side, maybe bouncing. Bringing some awareness to the head and making sure it's nice and heavy. You can hear snoring, that's the kitty, sorry. Inhale to neutral spine, bring the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands and step back into plank. Feel free to take any variations here, maybe come to the forearms. Take one inhale. The next exhale, chaturanga, keeping the elbows in nice and close. And inhale into a back bend of choice. Tuck the toes and we'll press back to our down dog. Again, making any movements that feel comfortable for you here. Look between the hands, then step between the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine, bring the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way to standing, taking the hands up above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, step back into plank. Take one inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into a back bend of choice. Tuck the toes, press the hips back. Come into our down dog. Look between the hands and step a hop. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine, bring the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way to standing, taking the hands up above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll go through 2 more times with a bit more speed to get some more heat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to neutral spine. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands, step off back into plank. Take one inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to a back bend of choice. Tuck the toes, pressing back to our down dog. Look between the hands and step a hop. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine, bring the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way to standing, taking the hands up above the head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, step hop back into plank. Take one inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to a back bend of choice. Tuck the toes, press back to our down dog. Look between the hands, step a hop. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way to standing, taking the hands up above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you.
All right, so we are going to get a little bit more movement into our bodies. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to do 20 seconds of butt kicks. Okay, 20 seconds of cross jumps. And then 20 seconds of high knees. Okay, so just to get us a little bit more warm, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Kick your butt. Faster. By the way, I don't have a timer on, so just gonna guess when we're at 20. Nice, stay light on your feet. Cross jumps. Crossing your legs and your arms. Nice, and then high knees. Knees a little higher. Ooh, you got it. Legs a little faster. Nice. And shake it out. Awesome. All right, feel free to use a wall support if you want. I'm just gonna swing one leg. side to side. Nice, and then front and back. And try to keep your legs straight the whole time, especially on the back. Nice, switching sides. So swinging your legs from side to side. Ouch. You ready?
Yeah.
And then front to back. Nice. I'm going to do some hip circles. Super wide and exaggerated. So really using your glutes as your hips come forward to get a little bit of a stretch. And then switching direction. Nice. A little bit of a swing from side to side. Trying to maintain stable hips here. So you're getting a little bit of a pec stretch as you reach back. Nice. And then with one arm, you're going to make figure eights. So we're raising our arm pinky first. Okay, as it reaches past, you're going to flip it, palm faces up, and then palm faces down. Okay, so you're making these big figure eight figures with your shoulder, trying to maintain a little bit of a hollow body. So as my arm reaches back, I'm not arching. Okay, and really feeling the way the top of the arm is moving in the socket. Nice, other arm. So again, reaching with your pinky, flipping the hands, palm comes up and across before flipping down and repeating. And then again, making sure, that your core is tight. It looks like Greg and I are really far apart, but it's just the way the camera looks in here. Nice. And shoulder circles. So raising your shoulders to your ears and then pinching your shoulder blades on the way down. Inhale on the way up. Exhale as you squeeze. I like to think about pinching the tops of my shoulder blades first. And then the second one, the middle of my shoulder blades. And then the third one, the bottom of my shoulder blades. So top, middle, bottom. Nice. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a shoulder warm up here, a little bit more. So coming into your arms in a T, we're going to pulse back 10 times. As you pulse, you're really trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Ready? And pulse, pulse, pulse. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Now up in a Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then in an I. And for this last one, we are trying to maintain that core engagement. So back, back, back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Starting here, we're going to pulse out. So I'm thinking of my arms are in the same plane as my body. I'm literally just reaching out a little bit further each time. And as I come up, you can see I'm reaching high and then coming down again. As you get to the middle and the low part, it's a little weird over time. Nice. You can really get some motion here. Whew. Awesome. Standing on one leg. We're going to do some standing fire hydrants. So really getting into this hip joint crease. Full range of motion if you can. You can kick your leg back. So back. And then make sure you're going in both directions. Nice. Other leg. And switching directions. Nice. And then coming into a squat. Couple bounces here. Pike. Couple bounces here. Squat. Pike. Squat. Pike. Squat. Pike. Squat. Pike. Squat. Pike. Nice. Coming into a little bit of a wider stance. You're going to come into almost like a short wide downward dog. Okay. I am thinking of bringing my belly button to my spine here. And then you're going to do a little bit of mobility. You're going to go push, push, swing through. Push, push, swing through. And you're keeping your core engaged the whole time. My ponytail's hitting the floor as I swing. Nice. And then when you're here, placing your one hand, that's my left hand, on the floor, reaching up and back, and then switching hands, reaching up and back, switch. Nice. Awesome. You yourself.
Yeah. Let's get our wrists nice and well now. So we'll just start with some rotations, trying to get everywhere in that circle. So trying to go for maximum range of motion. And changing directions. Okay, let's get some weight on them. You come into our table position. Let's spread our fingers wide, and we'll just start with some half rotations. So bringing some awareness into the fingers, trying to ground through the knuckles. And then start to see if you can start instigating the movement, the backwards movement from the fingers. So you're pressing yourself back.
You can't see our cat, but he's Doing core in the front of the room. He's lying on his back.
Let's change the polarity of the hands. We'll go fingers out. We'll do the same thing. Okay, fingers in, same thing.
Your computer's plugged in, right? To the Ethernet?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just reading red on Jitsi.
Oh yeah, weird. Okay, now we can do some knuckle ups. So make sure our shoulders are above our wrists, and we'll just start pressing up. So you can make this harder by coming into a plank, or you can make it harder by bringing the knees further away from the hands.
My forearms are burning from yesterday.
Just making sure that the shoulders stay above the wrists. And then we'll just stretch it out. So fingers facing back towards us. We initiate the stretch by taking the hips away from the wrists. And then we can do the less, well, at least I find less comfortable. So we'll do the tops of the wrists now. And the same thing, initiating by taking the hips away from the hands. Peel them off. And just a couple more circles.
All right. I'm going to do a little bit of shoulder mobility here. So if you come into child's pose, your squat should have warmed this up really well. I'm going to keep my arms straight. You'll notice I prefer this where my pinkies are on the ground. It's really up to you. Some people go here. For me, I just really like to make sure my shoulder is in external rotation. So I put my pinkies on the ground here. And for the first 20 seconds or so, I'm just going to relax and feel the stretch. Maybe you're feeling it in your shoulders. For me, I kind of feel it in my upper back. When I first started doing child's pose, I could really feel it in my chest because that's where I was the most limited in motion. And taking some time to breathe into the spots that you're feeling tight or restricted today. Nice, we're gonna start to get a little more active here. So bringing your armpits to facing the floor. Okay. I'm gonna press down into the floor like we want to lift up. So we're pressing down into our hands. And we're gonna hold that. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Passive stretch again. Maybe this time you feel a little bit more open. And then we're going to engage one more time. So shifting your armpits so they're facing the floor and press down with your hands. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to do one exercise to kind of activate our back. So you're going to think about lifting your hands up. You probably won't lift your hands up unless you have crazy shoulder mobility and a really strong neck. but you're just thinking about engaging the muscles back here, as if my hands were on a scale, the scale would want to get lighter. Okay, so again, rotating your armpits so they face the floor, and thinking about lifting for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, and just take a moment to kind of shake that out. We are going to go back into that pose. 2 seconds. Whew. Our cat's just in frame. You can see his black head. All right, so coming back into child's pose. We start this motion with the same motion when we were doing like those arm pulses. So you're going to reach forward. Your hand might come up. You're floating that arm around and then reaching as far up your back as you can. So reaching, palm faces the floor. As you start to reach back, palm faces the ceiling. And we're going to do this 5 times per side. I really like this exercise because it's really hard to cheat in this one. You can't really make up for it in your upper back or your lower back. Nice. All right. So, first set of conditioning. Okay. So, we're going to do one set of this. Hi, Turkey. We're going to do core exercise so you're lying on your back. Option here to start with both legs up. And basically one leg is going to start a little bit ahead if you have the mobility. If you don't, that's totally fine. So you're going to come here, tuck. Am I going to hit the cat? Extend, up. Tuck, extend, up. Okay? Option if you want to make it harder is to keep that other leg floating. So you're kind of in a hollow body each time. Okay, but just make sure that your lower back is staying on the ground throughout this. Thanks, Ruby. All right, so 10 per leg. So I think that's 6 for me. 7, 8, 9, 10. And switching legs. I find this one really warms up my hip flexor. I don't think you did your 10.
I did.
All right, that's 10 for me. All right, Greg's going to show the next exercise.
Which is, side planks. Okay, we're going to do a side plank curl. So starting in our side plank, feel free to take any variation here coming down to the forearm. Reach through and then back up into our. So we're going to do 5 on each side. those total pieces, but I need to hug you more.
Nice. And then we're gonna follow that by a glute exercise. So you're coming into table. Okay, again, you're kind of maintaining this hollow body position. So you'll see my back is pretty flat. I'm not gonna be here. I extend one leg, keeping that flat back. And then I'm reaching as high up as I can and as high over as I can. Okay, so it's gonna be 10 per side here. Do you have enough room?
Yeah.
I'm really trying to make a rainbow shape. So in the middle, I am bringing my leg back up. Whew.
I'm moving on.
You've just done one. Nice. And then when you're done, feel free to drop your hips from side to side. Little glute stretch there. Our cat's looking at the screen because he doesn't understand why we're here and also there. All right, and then we're gonna do one more set of the same thing. So, starting on your back, legs up, making sure that your core is braced here. You can bring your arms to the side if you want, head is relaxed. You're gonna go full range, tuck, extend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job, side planks. Try not to fall over like I just did. Nice. And then going back to your rainbows, same table. Bringing your leg up each time. Keep your back flat. Whew. Other side. Nice. And then again, you can kind of drop your hips from side to side. Whew. All right, so I actually had another set of core plans, but I kind of want to do some handstand playtime. And then we can do the rest of the core if we have time afterwards. So, first drill, this is a Christine Moonbeam drill, for those of you who know her. Amazing acro yogi and hand balancer. All right, so you're gonna start by hugging one knee in really tight when you're standing. Sorry, I'll move over so Greg can do this too. You're gonna need to want to face this way. So hugging in one knee. Eventually, when you feel warm, extend that leg as much as you can. I know many of you may not have the mobility here, and then you're gonna hold it. Come into your handstand position. You're gonna warrior 3 here. And then kick up into your handstand. Okay, so 2 balance motions. First one standing, there you go. And then the other one is in your warrior 3. Okay, try it on both sides. So hugging your knee in. Extend the leg. Hold that leg up as much as you can. Warrior 3. Handstand. Okay. And try for 5 per leg. If you can. These can be really taxing. Went too far on that one. Ooh, that one was way under. All right, and then when you're done your 10 or 5 per leg, grab some water. You stretch it out a little. Feel free to do a little hip flexor stretch. We did do a lot on the hips. So posterior tilting of the pelvis. So tucking the bum under and coming forward here. If you want more of a stretch, you can either raise the arm of the hip that you're opening or even reach back with the other hand with the intention of touching the back foot. And then switching legs. Again, posterior tilt. Nice. Switch legs again. I forgot to run through something. So while you're here, if you want, squeeze your bum. You can grab the back foot for a little bit more of a quad stretch. Make sure your bum is squeezed. This one can really easily go into your low back. Okay, and you want to feel the stretch right here. And other side. Squeezing the glute. Pulling that foot in towards the bum while the bum is engaged. Okay. Whew. Next handstand drill. So this is a split leg drill. You can come up into your handstands. Maybe a little less vigorously than I did. Okay, depending on your split, you can go quite wide here. We're looking for stable torso and then that hover midair. So for me, I find my front leg moves faster than my back leg. And I kind of really have to kick that front leg forward, otherwise I fall back. You can also do this facing the wall if you want. It just kind of depends on your practice here. See, Greg is doing very beautiful ones. I went a little bit too fast.
What is the hard time? Nice.
And then I came down. Oh, come on.
I'm done. My forearm really killed me.
Oh, yeah. Whew. Feel free to take a break and stretch. And then if you've had enough of the split leg drill, feel free to see if you can come into a free balance. So I start off in my split. I can bring my upper leg down, or my front leg down until I can find balance here. taking that out. Let's do a little wrist stretch. So back of the hands on the floor, gently stretching that out. And then putting the palms on the floor. Nice. Taking a moment to stretch your chest. So if you have your fingertips pointing in, and you bend your elbows, and then you're lifting your chest nice and tall here. That should kind of stretch the front of your shoulder, your pecs. Nice. Coming under that, I'm going to do a little bit of split work. So coming back into this hip flexor stretch, and a couple bounces here. Okay, feel free to put your hands on the floor. And then you're going to press into that back leg, raise it up. Okay. And then sinking your bum back, trying to bring your belly button to your thigh. If you're not close, that's okay. No pressure. And then coming back forward. Squeezing that back thumb so you can really feel stretching your hip flexor. And sinking back. Front leg is straight or close to straight if you can. And then if you want, you can come into whatever your version of a split is. I don't have a full split, so I'm just gonna hang out here.
How close am I?
Greg's super close. He's practically a body length off the ground. Okay, and then I'm just making sure that I'm really squeezing my glutes so that the stretch doesn't go into my low back. Nice. Bring it back together and switch sides. Again, starting here. Just feeling it out. And then hands on the floor. You can lift that back leg a little bit, squeezing your glute. And sinking your bum back, stretching out the front leg. Try and make sure your hips are even here. I have a tendency to scooch over to one side. Back to the front. Back it back. And then again, you feel like it sliding into your version of the splits. Keeping your glutes engaged. Nice. And then taking a moment here if you want to test your standing split. So we're coming into forward fold, hands on the ground. I'm going to raise one leg, and I'm going to kick it up a couple times just to see if I can get a little bit more range. Coming into a wide leg straddle. So we're going to do a little bit of pancake work, just very little. If you don't have the mobility to sit up straight and comfortably in this wide-legged straddle, you can do a Greg option. So either he can sit on a bolster or he can do legs up on the wall. Okay, so this is version number 1, where he's assisted here. Version number 2, it's a little bit more relaxing. I like closer to the end of class. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Otherwise, we're coming into the straddle. I'm gonna turn my chest to one side if you're doing the version with me. And again, I'm aiming from my belly to my thigh. I'm just giving soft pulses here. Nothing crazy. Okay. Keeping the arms around and then pulses on the other side. I don't know about you guys, but I usually have one side that's more open than the other. Today that seems to be my left side. Sweeping around, pulses. Sweeping around, pulse here. Nice, and then just hanging out in the middle, wherever you're at. Trying to make sure that your legs stay externally rotated. And your back is flat, so I don't want to be like this. My chest is proud. Okay, and then we're gonna do a little bit of activity here. So if you're on the wall, you can also follow along here. So I'm going to press my legs into the ground, like I'm trying to push them so I can stand up. And I'm gonna hold that for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice. Whew. Okay, next 10 seconds, we're gonna try and lift our legs. So again, it probably won't lift, but you can try. So lifting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Nice, and then see if you can go maybe a little bit deeper into your straddle. Okay, one more time, pushing down into the ground. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew. And then last one, we're gonna pretend we're lifting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Nice. Nice. Lifting yourself back up. You can use your hands to bend your legs at the knees, and then coming into butterfly or Baddha Konasana. And flap your wings. Flap, flap, flap.
We gonna finish with the burnout? Oh,
I forgot.
that's all right.
I kind of went into the stretching.
Yeah, it's fine. We don't need to do burnout.
Okay.
This is a nice way to end.
All right. And in.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your Friday evening with us, or whenever you're watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we really appreciate like being able to keep this connection with everyone. So thank you for helping us do that.
Yeah. This was kind of a short and sweet class. We had more core planned, but it's Friday evening. It's a long weekend.
Okay. See you soon.